what's your current active vision?
It's a beautiful question. And of course, I can interpret the word vision as that. What is my purpose? What is my mission? What is my moonshot? So I'll try to kind of roll it into the one thing that drives me, that gets me thinking, you know what, this is a lifelong endeavor, something that who knows how far along I'll get. So imagine the ultimate moonshot is one that you're reaching so far out of your comfort zone that chances are you'll never reach it. And if you get close to it, you realize that, you know what, I need to move it a little bit further and move it a little further until it's never about that final moment when you step on the, plant your flag at the top of the mountain. It's truly the cliche, the journey. And so throughout the course of my life, I continually ask the question, but where could I make the greatest difference of all? What could I do? Not from an ego standpoint of it's got to be huge, otherwise I don't matter, but rather the most significant difference. Now that could be with one person, but how about there's 8 billion people on the planet? Why would I want to leave anyone out? If I could make a significant difference in the life of one person that I truly felt could transform their lives in, of course, all the positive manner, well, why would I want to deprive anyone of that possibility? It doesn't have to have anything to do with Mark Fournier. I don't care. I mean, my nonprofit is Limitless University. It's not Fournier University. The only reason my name comes up is when I do one-on-one coaching. They need to know who they're talking to. So the bottom line came to me when I realized that we live in the mind. That the physical world is it's a backdrop. We keep thinking that our lives are predicated upon the things that happen, good weather, bad weather, stock market, whatever it is that's happening, that we are reacting to that. And we're spending our lives attempting to manipulate that world and attempting to somehow overcome this physical world. And those who are good at it, I say, well, those are the people that you hear the word empowered. They are empowered. I call empowerment is the ability to influence the world around us. The greater influence you have, technically, the more empowered you are. Up until you get to a certain point, which is where you realize, I will never have the resources needed to change the entire planet Earth. The resources, time, money, connections, energy. I mean, I'm not going to live forever. Much less will I have even the resources to guarantee that I will live truly a happy and fulfilling life, that my life will somehow make a difference, because we all want relevance. And so in the long run, I realized that you can't have world peace, you can't end poverty, all these things by trying to change these physical factors. There's only one way to ever get there. And that is to raise human consciousness. That is to help as many people as possible realize that what comes after empowerment is enlightenment. And that's the ability to influence the world within. And that's where we live. And if you have the ability to do that, you start realizing that ultimately, if I live in the mind, then my reality is really just the stories, the thoughts and stories that I buy into. It comes down to what do I believe? And imagine if you could impact the belief system of an entire culture, of a country, of a world. And if everyone's beliefs could be in alignment in regard to what is it that really matters? What is it that we really need? And if on an elevated level of consciousness, we realize, well, most of us already have what we need: food, shelter, water, and oxygen, classic Maslow. But in the end, look at the wars, look at the famine, look at all the problems. How many of them have something to do with ideologies, with people believing that I need your land, I need this, I need control over you, I need this power, and all these other things. And so they fight for it. And of course, how many wars are based on religion and so on and so forth. But in the end, you look at that song by John Lennon, Imagine. No possessions, no, no religion. Well, yeah, imagine just, we already accept that I am all I need to be, and I have all I really truly need. Then imagine what's left as you spend the rest of your life reaching out to others so that they can not have everything they need, but so they can realize they already do. And of course, the more poverty-stricken countries and so on would be the ultimate recipients of those who have finally realized, I don't need to accumulate more of anything. All I need to do is share this knowledge and this insight. And so that is a long, convoluted answer to a short question. But all I can tell you is
a very beautiful answer. And I didn't mean to cut you off. You had all you can tell us. Go ahead and go with that, Mark.
All I can say is that in the long run, if you really want to create a better world, it starts with you, and you've got to learn how to create a better world within. And when you reach this level of enlightenment, of understanding that I don't need to spend my whole life seeking validation, I don't need to be special, I just need to accept. I call it the 4 pillars of basically of your
we'll have to
possibilities.
Get into that,
sure. And it's know thyself. And so with my clients, I go, it's get to know who you really are. That's the oldest philosophy recorded. It was Imhotep. He was an Egyptian priest who invented little things like modern math, modern science, the pyramids, and so on. Pretty bright guy. Yeah, and first philosophy ever recorded is know thyself. Must be pretty important. Socrates, the others all picked it up too. Once you know who you really are.
What are the other 3, Mark? I know we only got like a couple minutes, but I want to make sure to.
You know what? You're right. I'm taking too long for this.
We're going to be able to dive deep, but I'm also going to extend an invitation already, Mark. I want you on my other show.
Well, thank you.
My other show is the BeYourBestShow.com.
All right. Oh, okay.
And the Be Your Best Show is where we're going to dive in 2 to 3 hours. And really hit the depths. If you would be willing to be over there, I'd be honored. Vision Pros, you guys are all laughing already because you're like, Jackson, he's just regurgitating what you say on almost every episode. And
yes, I'm not telling you anything you haven't already heard. Okay, I'll give you the other 3.
No, okay. Here's the point. We met 20 minutes and 11 seconds ago, guys. He didn't know I existed. I know he existed. Mark's got the Emmys, right? He's got the awards to his name as well. And the point I'm making with that, Mark, is most of the people who come to our show are looking for this level of depth, and they're hearing it for the first time, maybe the second time in their life, right? And so if they don't hear the repetition, right, coming from different sources, people who've been there, done that, people who have different types of backgrounds, and it may go in one ear and out the other. It may not stick. So you speak our language, and we speak the language that you're putting out there as well. You're just new to us today. You didn't know this community existed here. You had your own brilliant community that you've been building for it. And I'm excited for my community to see and recognize that and be able to realize, like, okay, this guy is a limitless coach. And sure enough, he talks with the same types of stories and word choices and the same type of demeanor as the people who I'm constantly looking for. So I want to honor that. If you can hit the 3 fast, let's do it. But we're going to keep it to less than 45 seconds.
All right. In 45 seconds or less. This is something that we all want to be striving for. Know thyself. Figure out who you really are.
Man.
Strengths and weaknesses. Step 2, accept thyself. Ooh, that's a big one. Because most of us don't. We only accept the things about us that we think are wonderful and incredible. We don't accept the fact that, well, these I'm not so great about this and so strong. It's okay. I'm not perfect. No one is. And that's okay. I'm doing my best to be my best. So I'm going to accept myself. And number 3 is now be true to thyself. Now that you know who you are and you've accepted, build a life based on who you really are. And the 4th one is the toughest, but that's what they show the heroes doing in the movies. And we love them for it. Speak thy truth. That's when the hero stands up and says the thing we all wish we could say, but we're afraid that the world won't accept us for who we are. But if you've already accepted yourself, then you have the strength to stand out there and say, this is what I believe.
Thank you for being here today. I'm really happy that you tuned in to Vision Pros Live. I'm looking forward to seeing your reactions as these episodes continue to move forward. This is going to get more and more fun. We'll have more and more engagement as well. We'll invite people to participate in the show. And thank you for giving us your time and attention. Have an excellent time building out your vision and becoming a Vision Pro yourself.